Hello there, Libra. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of August 12th through the 18th. We're going to be starting on Monday and ending on Sunday. Excuse me while I have to send that call away. My apologies if you heard that ringing on my microphone. Anyway, maybe I should set my volume down. My apologies on that. Okay, so so Libra, this is for the week August 12th through the 18th. We're going to start on Monday and run through Sunday. And we're just going to look at a card for each day and see what comes up for you so you get an idea of some of the main themes that show up each day. Let's see, if you guys want to have a more precise reading that is just looking at just your energies and you want to really dig in deeper to a reading, then I do offer private live readings, and I also offer private 1 or 2 question readings. Those are on my website along with all my contact information, and my website is in the description box below, so you can check that out. If you live in the United States, the best way to reach me is to call or text. And if you live outside the United States, then getting a hold of me by Skype is the best way to go about that. But let's get started, shall we? Libra. Your first card here showing up is the High Priestess in reverse. This is coming in from Monday. When we've got the High Priestess in reverse, Libra, what this means is that, I wish this camera would focus. All right, so High Priestess in reverse. Sorry about that. Just getting distracted. Just trying to make this show you a real nice picture of this. It's not something that you're going to be feeling incredibly confused about. You may be feeling like there's information that is just not being brought to the surface for you. You may just be very confused about why things are happening the way they're happening or what's going on. For you to get to the bottom of what's actually happening, you may really need to ask some questions. And for some of you, maybe not even questions of other people. For some of you, these questions may be you really looking into yourself. Why am I reacting the way I'm reacting to this? What's going on with me? But for a lot of you, I feel like this is more of an exterior thing, that there's something going on with someone around you and you're just really not understanding, what it is that is actually going on in that person's head, what they're trying to accomplish, what's up, basically. Okay. Next thing we're looking at, Libra, is your Tuesday. Now, Tuesday, you have your Empress showing up in reverse. Just feeling into this. This is somebody that I feel like you're interacting with, first of all. I'm very clear on that part of it. When the Empress is in reverse and it's somebody that you're interacting with, this is a situation where you had somebody on a pedestal. Maybe they were the queen. A lot of times I see the Empress when she's right side up when she's another person. Maybe this person was the queen of your heart. And what I'm seeing with this, whenever the Empress shows up in reverse, is that that person has stepped off the throne. That person has voluntarily abdicated the queenship, the royalty. They're saying, I don't want to be queen of your heart. And so this is a really interesting card to have come up. This is not my favorite card to have to tell you guys about. And of course it can come in degrees. It doesn't have to be that big of a deal. This could just be if you have a little daughter that is saying to you, I don't want to play with you and pretend to have tea right now. I want to go play with my little friends or whatever. I mean, it could be something as little as that. It doesn't have to be a grown person saying, what, I don't want to be the queen of your heart. Could be someone saying that you really care about deeply and that you have as the queen of your heart, saying, you know what, I want to do something else right now, something other than what you have in mind. That could be coming up more in that degree too. Now, on Wednesday, you have the Queen of Cups showing up. And this is somebody you're interacting with as well. And this is interesting. I'm not sure this is the same person that was the Empress that took herself off the throne, to be honest with you. So when we have this Queen of Cups showing up, this is telling me that there's somebody that you're interacting with on Wednesday who can be very empathic, can be highly intuitive. You may even be getting a reading. We already had the High Priestess for all the confusion going on Monday. You may need a reading, honestly. Or maybe you're just talking to a good friend who kind of understands people and understands emotions, and you're trying to get some ideas and some help about how you can handle different things. It does feel more like this is definitely a conversation that you're having with this person more than anything else. It does feel like somebody who is somebody that you trust a lot, whether it's a good friend or whether it's a reader. It's someone who has earned your trust already. And I feel like you're sharing some really intimate information with this person in hopes of getting their take on things and their idea. You know, for those of you who are Libra guys, you may be looking for a female perspective on whatever's going on with the Empress in reverse there, or whatever's causing the High Priestess in reverse. You may be looking for a female perspective to try to get all that sorted out. And so talking to a Queen of Cups type of intuitive, very aware of feelings type of person. She's going to be, in a lot of ways, sort of the opposite of you, Libra, because typically Libras, depending on their rising signs, can try to logic things out, and everything has to make sense to them logically, where this person that you're talking to on Wednesday makes sense of things at an emotional level. And I feel like that's where you're really needing to understand something at an emotional level, because somebody's coming at you from an emotional level and you're having a hard time actually comprehending that. And so this Queen of Cups is helping you with that. That's what I feel like for you Libras. Now, let's look at Thursday. Thursday, what we have is the Four of Clubs showing up in reverse. Four of Clubs in reverse just means that you're going to be spending the day away from home. That's pretty much all it means. It could also mean that, if you're away from home, it could also imply that there's a separation from whoever is at home. But pretty much this just means you're spending the day away from home. And this is Thursday. Friday. Okay, so Friday what we have showing up is we have the Star card coming out in reverse. The Star card coming out in reverse is telling me a little bit about your mindset, that you're not feeling very much like you have a lot of hope about a particular situation. And we've got some crazy stuff going on earlier in the week. All this confusion could be contributing to that idea that you don't feel like there's a lot of hope going on with the situation. And so this is, I feel like this is a temporary passing thing. And it also feels to me like it's kind of an extreme down. And it also feels to me like it's something that was triggered. So you may want to really be looking, Libra, at what it is that triggered you into feeling this extreme down all of a sudden on Friday, and kind of sort that out a little bit. See if you can do some work on yourself so that you are more stable and more secure. Secure is the word I'm looking for. So you're more secure emotionally, okay, and more grounded. Now, when we look at Saturday, what we have showing up here is the Queen of Swords coming in reverse. I do feel like this is somebody you're interacting with. Once again, we've got a lot of queens showing up on your spread for this week. When you've got a Queen of Swords in reverse, this is somebody who, she's been through the ringer. She has suffered. And maybe not all completely at your hand, but to me it feels like with her being in reverse, she feels like some of it was because of you. Alright? And so with this Queen of Swords showing up in this way on Saturday, this is somebody who, she's just been through a lot. And she's feeling the need to do some healing. And part of doing that healing is pulling back, being separate. Not necessarily just being right there by your side, not necessarily hanging out. She may need some time to herself to sort of heal up from the traumas that she's been through. Whether those are traumas you caused or traumas somebody else caused, I feel like there's a lot of both going on there. There's a lot of both. I would say 80% this is trauma other people have caused, but because she is healing you know, she's still going to be stepping back from you to get that healing because she feels like she needs that space. And for some of you, this trauma is going to be stuff that actually was caused by you. And she feels in those situations, this Queen of Swords person in reverse is going to feel that much more determined that she really needs to step back from you to get her healing. Okay, so that's Saturday. And then Sunday, what we have showing up is the Ten of Cups coming in reverse. Ten of Cups in reverse is telling me that you're having a really hard time finding any kind of satisfaction or being happy. This is kind of a card that just basically, I mean, if you wanted to sum this card up in one keyword, you would have to say unhappiness. This is not being able to find the satisfaction that you want. For me, when this card comes in reverse, it's like you want to take something to the next level. You want to continue your happiness journey with someone or with something or some activity, but for whatever reason, it's like you're bumping your head on the glass ceiling. You can't go to that next level yet. And there's a certain amount of frustration in here contributing to the unhappiness because of that. Okay? So that is your week, Libras. I'm really sorry to report all of that to you because I feel for you. If you guys do want to get a reading where you look at things more in depth and maybe you get some advice about how to handle some of these situations as they come up, I would be happy to do a reading for you for that. I do offer private readings. If there's something else that you're trying to get to the bottom of and you just really need some clarity and it doesn't seem to be coming from any place tangible, you know, get a hold of me, let me know. We'll schedule a reading and get you taken care of as quickly as possible. So all the information about how to contact me is on my website, which is in the description box below. And my website is www.amista.info. Once you get to the website and you've looked around and you found my contact information, if you live in the United States, the best way to reach me is by phone or by text. If you live outside the United States, the best way to reach me is by Skype. I look forward to reading for quite a few of you before we do the next reading, and I certainly do appreciate all of you being here. Everybody else, I will see you the next time. You're quite welcome, Sarah. See you next time, sweetie. Peace out.